Hi, this is Haley, and I worked on this project with Kevin, and we did our project on attachment theory. So, attachment theory provides important clues about the specific kinds of communication that can either promote or discourage successful relationships. It centrally aims to predict individuals' behavior when emotional stressors or caregiver/life partner access is threatened. So, there's three different covered in the book, but there's four different attachment styles really, so we just included that one also. So the first one is anxious, and it's the tendency to be overly reliant on caregiver support. The second one is avoidant, which is the tendency to avoid support and defensively distance themselves from others. Disorganized isn't covered, but it's someone who seeks support from a caregiver but's triggered by intimacy. And then the last one is secure attachment, where that's healthy interdependence, consistent communication, comfortable with both intimacy and space in close relationships. So attachment styles can mostly just affect like how someone reacts to certain situations in relationships, like especially when there's like a negative event happening. It really depends on someone's attachment style with how they're going to react to that. So they did an experiment that was performed by Jeffrey Simpson and his colleagues, and the goal of it was to observe the women's behavior in stressful situations and determine if their different attachment styles had any effect on how they coped with their stress. And they found that secure women were more likely to confide in their partner and seek security, where avoidant women were more likely to keep their anxiousness to themselves. So basically, they put all these women in a room, and to the side they had like a really daunting looking room, and said that they would be subject to like uncomfortable stimulus and it would make most people anxious and da da da. And then after they told them that and showed them the room and everything, they had them wait in a waiting room for 5 minutes with their partners, and then they recorded that interaction just to see how they would react like after receiving that news. And also they observed how their partners would react. So obviously the secure women were more likely to confide in their partners and seek support from them, and the avoidant women were more likely to kind of just keep what they were just told to themselves and deal with it themselves. And the secure men were more likely to provide comfort and security to their partner, and the avoidant men were more likely to kind of just get more uncomfortable the more distressed their partner was. So, and then we have this video, basics of attachment. It's pretty short.
When a baby is born, they depend on their caregiver for everything: food, comfort, safety. This builds a strong bond between them. Attachment theory says there are four main types of attachment. Secure attachment: babies feel safe and secure with their caregiver. They know their caregiver will be there when they need them. Anxious resistant attachment: babies get upset when their caregiver leaves and may cling to them when they return. They worry about being abandoned. Avoidant attachment: babies seem indifferent when their caregiver leaves or returns. They might not seek comfort from their caregiver. Disorganized attachment: babies show confused and inconsistent behaviors toward their caregiver. They might act out or freeze when stressed. How attachment develops: attachment starts forming from day one. Babies learn to trust their caregiver based on their experiences. If their caregiver responds to their needs consistently and warmly, they feel secure. But if their caregiver is unreliable or distant, they may develop insecure attachments. When a baby is born,
So basically, the conclusion of it all is that we develop these attachment styles as a baby depending on the relationship that we had with our caregiver. And those attachment styles follow us into adulthood and affect our relationships with other people and how we handle just negative events in our lives. And that's pretty much it. Thank you.